Hello, this is Professor Toria from City University of New York. At this lecture, we're gonna learn what is the difference between absolute addressing and relative addressing. So, in last session, we have learned that how we can apply the one formula or one function for all items. For example, let's do it one more time. We want to find the uh, minimum grade for each students here. How we can do it? For example, minimum of grades. So we are saying that the mean, we are using the mean function, and for using the mean function we choose the area of the grades, area of the cells that we want to find the minimum value of this area, and then we should close the parenthesis. Enter. You see that it is 65. Now we want to apply it for all students. I told you that how you can apply it. You should find the solid square here and then take it by mouse, by left click, and then apply it for all students. Drag and drop. You will see that it applied for all students. Now look at the address. So the formula here is minimum of F7 to H7. The next cell is F8 to H8. The next cell is F9 to H9. The next cell is F10 to H10. So it is obviously, it shows you that during the time it changed, it automatically updated. Our formula is updated when we apply the autofill function here. Now what should we do? So this kind of the addressing, we call it relative addressing. So we don't want to change. Imagine that we don't want to change. For example, F8 always is F8. We don't want to change it. How we can do it? For example, imagine that we found, so let's find the, here we have 100 for quiz 1, but for quiz 2 we don't have a 100. We want to find the greatest number for this quiz, and then we want to add a grade to that it reached to 100. So first of all, find the minimum grade in quiz 2. So minimum of the class. So minimum of the class, so for example, or no, maximum of the class. We want to find the max, and then we want to add a number, add a grade to the maximum that it reached to the 100. Okay, so now the maximum for this one is max of quiz 1 from here to here. The maximum is 100, so we don't need to add any grade to this class. Then we apply it for all three classes, three exams. We will see that this exam we have 100, but in this exam we have the maximum grade is 95. So what should we do? We want to add only 5% to this. Okay, so we are saying that, imagine that difference of 100. So here we are saying that equal to 100 minus this cell that it is 0. Now we apply it to here. We see that, okay, the difference here is 5. Now we want to add all grades. So for example, so here we want to add for the quiz 2, we want to add 5 grades. Here the difference is 5, but maybe the difference is 6 or 10 or anything. We want to add a difference to the maximum, that the maximum could be 100. So how we can do this? New grades for quiz 2. So equal to the quiz 2 grade plus this one 5, that here is 5, enter. So we add 65 to 5, that it is 70. Okay, it is correct. Now we want to apply it for all students. Now, so this one plus 5, it gives 70. This one, it is 87. We want to add by 5, so it should be 92, but it still is 87. What is the problem here? The problem is that we use the relative addressing. You look at here, it is right now G7 plus G27. When we go to the next cell, it changed to G8, G28. What is the G28, G20? So here it is G27, here is G28. That G28 is 0. So we don't want to do this. We want to exactly add it by this. So how we can fix this? We should use the absolute addressing. For using the absolute addressing, you only need to add the $sign. So $sign for this one, and $sign for the name of column, and $sign for name of the row. Now I used it, and then so for the first one it is correct, and we want to apply for all students. See, now it applied for all students. Why? Because for the first time it is G7 plus G27. For the next one, G8 plus whatever inside of G27, G9 plus G27. So G27 doesn't change here. So we locked this cell actually. So this kind of the addressing is called the absolute addressing. We can use the absolute addressing in finding the multiplication table. How we can find the multiplication table? 1 tab 2. Now, for example, multiplication table for the first 10 numbers. So you should choose the first. So for using the autofill here, autofill for the autofits, actually no, autofill, I'm sorry, you should select the 2 first members of the series, and then look, we filled all of the series. Now for this one again, 1 2, we select 2 first members, and then here 10 until 10. Now we want to write the formula. The formula is this address multiply to this address, then enter. You see that it is E5 to D6. When you apply this for all, you will see that it is wrong. What is the problem here? The problem is the formula that we use. We should fix this here. We should fix this row and this column. We should like it. We should use the absolute addressing for this row and for this column. How we use this? By changing the $sign, enter, and then we apply it for, as you can see, As you can see here, we applied for all of the data, and here it is correct. The multiplication is correct because we used absolute addressing for part of the data. Thank you so much. I will continue this lecture in the next video.